Here we go. Reset. Come on and get it. Easy. High. Hey. Ready, ready. Down. Stay. Igloo. Ready, ready.
Yeah, baby, we coming.
Here we go. Stay.
Oh.
Come on, set. Set up. 29 Philly. Ready. Get set. Get set. Ready. Moves. Let's go. Green 25. Go.
Big-time stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Noles will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Running back searching for a hole. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
Those who stay will be champions, so said Bo Schembechler, and those who keep it on the ground churn out first downs.
Yeah, it's because it's a way of life, right? It's that physicality. It's going to be hard in practice all week. When you're at Michigan, it's going to be grind. It's going to be physical. That's who they are. They won't compromise. And if you get to stick around, here recently, a lot of success, too.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Coming it on! Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. Got some room in under the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
The defense goes as he goes. So really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He shows you all of his ability on that TV.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Here's a heat. They're working that left side. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Wolverines will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. He leaves it with his back. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad. They've earned the right to get in the top 25. People are noticing what they're doing.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
It's a defense that prides themselves on taking the football away. They believe they could impact this game with turnovers, and they get an interception on the opening drive. Wasn't a big return, but that doesn't matter. They stole a possession, and that is huge for their confidence.
Give to the running back. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Making side adjustments here. Back to pass. It's Underwood. Still looking on the move. Slings it downfield. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Working that left side now. There he goes. Defense is there to make the stop, and he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a first down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door 1st and goal.
The Wolverines are threatening on 1st and goal. They run the reverse. Oh, that did not go as planned, except for the defense. They were right there to make the big stop.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections. But the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead. And a lot of times for a loss and put the offense in a bind.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Firing to the right, complete. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Flips it out to the back. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Slips through the line. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. Guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Power football with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Barry. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
What a great play. Winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack. And that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And that's his... Big play for this defense. Man, he does such a great job locking into the quarterback, breaking on the football. 2 interceptions already in the first quarter.
They'll give it to the back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short.
Get ready.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35. The Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Fires to the big fella. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Rides the back on the option to give. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking down the middle. Got him downfield. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
And the Wolverines will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Off the play fake. On the run, still looking. He'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. He didn't see anyone open. He said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that drive covered just 44 yards. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. First play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Johnson looking to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll try the run. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. You got to get back to that, find those guys that they can really attach this offense to and thrive.
To the ground. He's got it again.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback.
And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the third sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
They booted away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a...
Breaks into the open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver, just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy, and I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on a slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
He'll do it himself. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
The Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. They'll send the back in motion. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Nice move there. Lots of room to run. And he slipped through the crowd, and Hill has it. Touchdown, Wolverines. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all three facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half of the home team.
They have some time here late in the half. Running behind that left side. And the ball's on the ground. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
And that's a great job by the defender that time. On the ground and hopping on it for a fumble recovery. And guys, that's the second straight game. This guy has had a fumble recovery. Had one their last time out, and he's got another one here.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on, and his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. And now on second down for this offense. The give to the back. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. So now it's 2nd and long. Now he's looking to throw it. Makes the catch. It's Harris. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Johnson wants to throw it. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The defense going to stop the clock for the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Seminoles will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the air on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. On target over the middle. Turning it on. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Michigan.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout. It's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Baylor is getting its clock clean today. That crowd was chanting "sick 'em" in the pregame, but they're saying some other things right now. They're trailing by 28 to Texas A&M. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The sure hands, it's Harris. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Johnson looking to throw. Hauls it in. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. And the Seminoles are in the hurry up.
White 90, check. Blue 27, patio. Blue 27.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the shower of flags, it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Davis. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. These corners going to give these receivers some space. He finds a dead spot in the middle. And tackled there by the defense. The offense will quickly use a timeout. And the Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Oh, he's got a chance. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback in a 3rd down situation, knowing exactly where the 1st down marker was. It wasn't there open to throw the football. He was very smart. He got out, he took off running, knew exactly where he had to get to keep his offense on the field.
Johnson wants to throw it. Finds his man. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Second down, he'll throw it. It's complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
The Seminoles decide to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made. Time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So here comes the Michigan offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. They'll start the 3rd quarter with the run. On the move at the 30. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half. You're
absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over. Be physical.
There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Here's the handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Makes the grab on the left. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
And the Wolverines with the 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
This drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. He might want another play. To the air on 2nd down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it wasn't an interception, but they got to find a way in this to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Seminoles want to crank the tempo. Johnson looking to throw. Pressure coming. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
guys. Here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Trying play action. He's going for the big play. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
Offense facing 4th down.
They'll run for it. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. And they didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward if they're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
He leaves it with the back. Plows through the defense. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. Under fire. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
The Knowles will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. They'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line.
What a break by the returner. You know, he's looking to try to do some damage and make some people miss and make a big play. And he coughed that puppy up, but what a break. How fortunate is he to fall back on that football.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. The give on the option. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. From the gun, running back on the move. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down.
This is an offense that prides themselves on being physical, so you need 1 yard. Just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. The give to the back. Nice move to keep running. He rolls all the way up to the 40-yard line before going out of bounds in this running game, making an impact.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Brings up second down.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Leaves it with the running back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Finds his tight end. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a fourth down. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it.
Coming up.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
Now, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that first down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the first down.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Catch and stride inside the 15. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Fires into the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Looking for a pass to the end zone to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Trying to bull his way in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. He slides that just inside the right upright. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but oh, he's got some space. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick.
I mean, goodness gracious, you could have driven a semi-truck through that hole. Nobody touched him. This was an easy run. This is the easiest 40-plus yard run you will ever see.
Might as well give it to him again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Finds his man in the middle. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown Seminoles! He got a step and just dusted the field. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead there.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. To the air, it's Underwood. Shoots it to the left. He makes the catch. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical.
Breaks into the open. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. They'll try the toss to the left. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Trying to get the corner. Creates a little space. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This time of year, when you're the higher-ranked team, you're getting everybody's best shot. they answered the bell.
There are head coaches in this sport that say nameless, faceless opponents. You got to be able to show up. You got to be able to bring your best game to the park, regardless of who you're playing. A lot of eyes on this one, David, because of the rankings. But, man, they were easily the better team today.
Well, and I get that nameless, faceless, but when you play a ranked team, it gets your blood going a little bit. And you could tell they were ready to make a statement. Played a good squad. They made them look like they weren't a good squad, proving why they're ranked so high.
The Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. The lone back's got it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Throws for the tight end. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays, and they've had a great day so far.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. They'll run play action. A shot toward the end zone. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Johnson wants to throw it. Trying to escape and get it himself. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking downfield on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And the double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. They can stop the clock a couple more times, and they need to get it back fast, down 2 possessions as the clock keeps winding down.